Sagittarius Rising, welcome to your reading for the month of February 2025. My name's Podkane. If this is your first time here and you don't know your rising sign, you're Sagittarius and you're like, is this my reading? Unless you're born at sunrise, probably not. Get your chart at astrocharts.com or website like it. I'm so freaking tongue-tied right now. You need your exact time of birth. Most people can find this on their birth certificate, and you're just going to be looking for your ascendant sign. See, ascendant in Sagittarius, that's your rising sign. Just like the good old USA, you have ascendant in Sagittarius, Sagittarius rising. So, if I can speak correctly, we're going to get a true crime oracle card deck. Enunciate for you. Show us the circumstance of your situation in February 2025. Regret. Neglect. Oh, surveillance. Imprisonment. Organized crime. Okay. So this is true crime oracle deck. Obviously, for 99.99% of people, we ain't talking about this exact situation. What we're talking about here is regret and neglect. You feel ignored, and then here's like being obsessively surveillant with it, a very organized pattern of behavior, or even bringing in other people into this surveillance, this creeping, what's it called on social media, stalking, even to some degree, and it's got you stuck. It's got you imprisoned in your own mind. At least that's what I'm getting from that, but we're going to get more info on it. And don't turn off yet because you didn't want to hear that. I just got a really horrible reading for myself and all the other Scorpio risings on the last one. Just like my readings are not always that nice. They are, however, real. And forewarned is forearmed, and you can move through it with whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You can't avoid that, but it's an opportunity to at least know what the hell's going on so that you can not have unmet expectations or blow the situation up worse than it needs to be or whatever, right? Prajna Paramita cannot speak Indian, so I have a hard time with that, but I love these cards regardless. This is Wisdom Goddess of the Three Times. The writings of great beings had the voice of God within. Oh, okay. That's how you're showing up. Now, let's get Star Tarot to get your reading for this month. Sagittarius Rising, February 2025. What's going on with them, for them, to them, and about them? As they move through the month of February, Sagittarius, it's not all bad. Sagittarius Rising, February 2025. All right, that's about it. Can we get one more? That's good. All right. Check that. Emperor reversed. Oh, misuse of power. Okay. So, how is Sagittarius Rising showing up right now in their life? Queen of Wands reversed. Oh, we jealous. There's a bit of insecurity here, some jealousy. We're trying to flex on people with your beauty and your power. Justice reversed. You're not being very nice. Not being very fair. Well, okay. But with the Prince of Swords, you're trying to take all situations, all info into account. You're collecting data with the Hermit. Death reverse, not willing to change. Not ready to change. Okay, well, what else? Empress reversed. Okay. Empress reversed. Needy. Sagittarius Rising, why? What are your values? I want the happy family, of course, as you should. You know, like that's fair. Three Cups, I want to be supported. I want to be loved. I want to be a master. You don't want much, do you? Like, hell yeah. I mean, I respect the fuck out of those goals. This ain't gonna get you there, okay? We know that, right? We gotta make a change in our habits. What is on Sagittarius's mind in Sagittarius Rising in the month of February 2025. 2025 in February, Sagittarius Rising. Oh, extreme ways of taking control and letting down the defenses or breaking down the defenses. And who's lying and who's manipulating the situation. And there's just, oh my God. Okay. But not at any cost. There is a breaking point for you here. I believe that breaking point is when you cannot juggle this any longer with keeping this alive, with keeping yourself afloat. There is a breaking point to this whole chaos and drama that you're engendering, up here over this kind of like jealousy and, creeping on people and being like, what are they doing and stuff like that. Fourth house, what's happening at home? Six of Swords, you might be moving. Or you're at least trying to get out of Dodge. Situation's dramatic over there. Ace of Swords, might is right. Well, there's new truth. Some new truths come out. Some kind of victory over a couple of people here, actually. This kind of seems to me like someone getting out of their parents' house because their parents have kind of been assholes and they've got a victory in getting the hell out of there. Or moving out of a place where you had like roommates, like a couple or like a guy and a girl, or this could be any gender really, but like there's a person here who is such a blowhard. Like they're just like, I'm right about everything and I fucking know it all. And they really don't know everything. They seem smart. It's a book smart, but they have no compassion or sensitivity whatsoever. They are cold as ice. And then we have a person here who is very judgmental. She is, or he is, withholding of their resources, uses them to control and manipulate others, controls all the money, to the detriment of others. Okay, so that's what we're working with here at the home life. It ain't happy times, man. It's like, but there's a victory with you getting away from that in February. Okay, now Sagittarius Rising, February 2025. How are they showing up with that? What are they doing? Oh, spending their money like it ain't no tomorrow, getting into debt. Not that. Not trying to compete with anybody. Misuse of power, being a little asshole. This is you, a reverse. Your worst is coming out over this shit. Your worst is coming out over this shit. And part of it is a desire to be included in some type of group. What is that about? What is that inclusion desired? Is it just like these successful goals that they're trying to achieve for Sagittarius Rising? What's that desired inclusion? Okay. The desired inclusion is to be seen as someone who has had it rough, who has been a victim, who has been treated unfairly and stabbed in the back, and who has trauma to deal with by the greater world. Okay. You want this to be acknowledged by grandparents and extended family. You want it to be acknowledged by your bosses at work. You want it to be acknowledged by the government or the legal system or the justice system. You want this to be acknowledged by the establishment. You're not willing to compete with other people. You're going to throw a fit if you don't get your way, and you're not holding on to your money and your finances to hold on for tomorrow. I am so sorry I had to bring this message to you. If you're not resonating with this at all, it's fine for you to click off. I'll see you next time. I hate this. I fucking hate getting messages like this. Please know that I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to read these damn cards. I don't know you. Only you know you. If it feels like there's something to this, that can be a good thing because it can shed light on things that can be transformed for your best interest so that you can move towards your 10 of cups, that you can move towards your support and your happy, joyful times with the 3 of cups, that you can move towards your mastery and being a highly sought after artisan or business owner or, you know, whatever it is. These are the things that you need to focus on now, because all of this is just a pattern of self-destruction that I'm seeing here, and it's imprisoning you. And I am so sorry. I really am. And if you're still here watching this, I feel like this is yet another Sagittarius reading where I have to give you bad news. I am so sorry. But if this is tough times that you're going through now, there's always hope on the other side. You are made for this. You can do this. It will be your testimony of having come through the other side of this, that your values on the other side, your knowledge, your wisdom, your compassion for others who are also going through it, that's what you're here for. That's why you're going through it. Trust in that. At work. 4 swords, the world. Okay. Okay. What else at work? Could be ending a job because it's boring or it's not going anywhere. Yep, you're splitting up with the job. It's boring. It's not going anywhere. It's at a dead end. You're not getting shifts. You didn't get called back. Whatever it is, it's full stop. The end. Boom. It's over. And it's tough, man. It's tough because it's embarrassing. 6 of Wands reverse. It sucks. I'm so sorry. This is all because of the way that your mental state is. We're going to get answers for you. We're going to get answers for you. The most important person in your life, what are they up to in February 2025? 7 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Oh boy. So they're delusional. They don't know what the hell they want. Generally speaking, they're a pretty responsible and pragmatic person, but in relationship to you, they're like, I'm horny, let's go. And they're letting their passions and their parts do the thinking and the talking and the acting for them. So given that they are generally this person, I think with the state that you're in now, they could do better, okay? But they're delusional. You got to clean yourself up if you want to keep this person around. I hate this. I hate this. Tough love today. What are you focused on in other people that's just causing this freaking mess, dude? This, like, what are you watching in other people? 2 of Swords. The Star. Aspirational. Making you feel bad. You know, you're looking at people with aspirational lives, people that seem to be living their dreams, and it's making you feel depressed because and powerless. Like you can't get to that place where they're at. You can't be with that person. You can't be like that person. You're at a loss as to how they became so successful while you're over here dealing with all this fucking mess. What is Sagittarius Rising learning in February 2025 that will help clear this up? You better give me some answers. Okay. Misuse of authority, the misuse of power. Social media, actually, interestingly. There's time for a new way. And it's about taking responsibility for yourself and your mental state and your actions and your beliefs and everything. Every part of it, you're responsible for. You're responsible for it. You know, there's, with the 7 of Swords on the bottom, there's no strategy that you can turn against another person or even apply to yourself that will fix this. Ultimately, you need to tune out and turn off. And I've told many of the signs this month about this. This is, it's in the air. It's in the energy for all of us. This looking around at other people and seeing what they're doing is destroying your mental and emotional health. It is doing you no good. You've got to get the hell away from all of that. Like, delete, delete, delete. Like, absolutely delete. You need to come back home to yourself. You need to turn a 180. This is a burden worth having. Okay? It's not going to feel good at first, but it's worth having. Why? Is that the right question? Why? Wheel of Fortune reverse, because you're at a full stop and no one can help you. No one can help you but yourself. You've got to learn. You've got to learn through experience. And learning about yourself and what your responsibilities are to yourself to make these things happen. You have these high aspirational goals. It's very Sagittarian of you, and I commend you for it. That's what you're here to do. That's not wrong. This is right, okay? But this doesn't come easy. This comes with dedication, hard work, discipline. And it comes in time. It takes time. Where will Sagittarius be at the end of February 2025 if they can handle this? 3 of Wands, waiting for the message to come in. 6 of Cups, conditional love. Queen of Swords reversed. 9 of Pentacles reversed. This is going to be a long journey for you, okay? There is assistance out there. I feel that it's spiritual assistance, not people assistance. Do not look around for people to feel sorry for you. However, your guides or angels, God, the universe, spirit, source, whoever you connect with, connect to, your ancestors. They're here to help. They're here to guide. They're here to tell you the tough truths. If they brought you to this reading, you know, fuck. I thought Scorpio rising had it bad. You're in a state, and there is hope for you, but it's there's you've been getting a lot of gratification from your interactions with social media, as well as a lot of negativity. It's been both. That's why you've continued with it. If it was all bad, you wouldn't have done it in the first place, right? When you cut this off, you will then feel like you are turning inward a lot of negative self-talk that you would have been placing judgment on others. Now you're going to turn it inwards on yourself, and you're going to feel less than, and you're going to, it's not good, honey. It's not good. Now is the time more than ever, especially with this card, to turn to some type of spiritual teachings, whether that's, the Bible or the Tibetan Book of the Dead, whether that is New Age, like going through your astrology chart and watching tarot, or doing meditations. Even like if you're more a logical, practical type and kind of vibe with this, doing like psychological testing and like figuring out your personality type, and then kind of going into research on that. But this is the time for introspection. You got to figure all this out. None of this is in service to your goals. And this isn't who you actually are. I want you to understand that powerfully, that the things that we think, that we say, we do, and even we feel are not the core of our soul. They're our personality at times. They're a pattern of thought, learned behavior, but it is not forever, and it is not eternal at all. You have intrinsic value, and you are capable of being worthy of your goals. What is Sagittarius Rising's intrinsic value that they need to know? Okay. Seven of Wands. You hold true to your vision. That is your intrinsic value. Oh my God. I can't with y'all. You're going to be all right, okay? If you made it this far, so proud of you. Thank you. What are you releasing in February 2025? What are you releasing, Sagittarius rising? What are you letting go of for your best interest? What can you let go of? Adherence to tradition, social structures, patterns, jealousy, possessiveness, controlling. You have people on the other side that are ready to step in and do the most for you. You are in dire straits. It's this victim consciousness. I think it really has just compounded upon itself because you've been through some shit. I'm not here to say you haven't. But when you make this your identity, it becomes everywhere around you. You deserve better than that. You can have acknowledgement from your soul, from your heart to yourself that you went through tough times to find the light through all of that, of how strong it made you, how it must have had an effect on your values. It must have, because these values are fucking golden. Every other reading I did this month had mixed messaging and sus shit over here. Not you. No, you want what is right, what is good. And that must have come from the experience of not having it. That is an intrinsic, beautiful message and teaching that came from your trauma, that you can heal yourself and forgive everyone involved by knowing that you would not have had this without this. Another powerful one today in 21 minutes. Okay. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. Another one for Sagittarius rising. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Have faith in yourself. This is your power. Your vision is your power. That is your intrinsic value. This is your power. Your goals. Your goals. What you want is fucking holy. It's literally holy. It's like divine. And that's rarer than you realize. So much rarer than you realize. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Stay present. That's where life happens. You've got to get present. You've got to get present. The writings of great beings had the voice of God within. You need that voice of God right now to pull you out of this situation. It is so different for each of you. These tons of cards on the table. Hopefully I helped you to clarify some of this, but the day-to-day things, you're going to need your intuition for that. And it's not just getting yourself out of this mental state. It's also everything that comes after that that will lead you here. You need your intuition. You need it desperately. And this is why you're here. This is why you're at this complete fucking, I saw this for, I think it was Libra too, where it's like at your darkest moment, that's when the realization happens. That's where that light comes in. That's where the hope is reborn, and you start getting better in touch with that intuition that can pull you out of that and take you on the next journey and through the next phase and through the next situation. And it just gets easier and better and better. And even though the situations on the outside look more and more challenging, because you have that intuition developing all along the way, you know how to move. You know how to move. And you will have this. Just don't take everything so seriously, especially when it relates to what other people are doing. That's them. That's their life. You don't know what the hell they deserve, how that really is for them, what they're here to learn about in life, what misfortunes could happen to them in the future. Anything can happen in this world. None of us gets out of scot-free. No, none of us. Absolutely none of us. This is your life. Stay present. That's where your life happens, in your small spaces and places. The people that you know directly in your life that you can see, that will build your intuition too. Because if you're looking on the internet, there's a barrier to our ability to intuit truth from false, reality from fiction. There's a barrier to our intuition on the internet. That's why. We need to be focusing on the people that are directly in our presence so that we can learn from them through our interaction with them about our own inner voice. What has that inner voice been asking of you? You've got to listen. You've got to calm down to listen. A little bit of faith goes a long way. That's your gift, okay? Sagittarius rising, thank you for letting me read for you. I know this was a tough one, but I also like your people are behind you. You've got so many people on the other side that are behind you. I'm telling you now, you can do this. And before I start crying, full on ugly cry, if you like that and you want to watch a relationship reading from me, I also do Venus sign readings at the middle of every month. If you give me a like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. And until I see you next time, take good care of yourself. Bye.